Okay, so today we're talking about soloing over the chord changes to All the Things You Are. Now, I already did a video on this using scales, but today we're going to talk about using chord tones. Now, chord tones and scales I think of as essentially the same thing, but I did have a viewer ask about chord tone soloing and using chord tones to navigate the chord changes. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Let's get right into it, yeah? Now, if you haven't checked out the previous videos, go check those out first, because it shows you how to play the melody, which is, you want to learn that before even soloing. Shows you how to play the melody, play the chords in the melody together, and solo using scales. So that's what I covered in my previous couple of videos. Just look for ones where I'm wearing this shirt. This is my All the Things You Are shirt. Yeah. So using chord tones, we're talking like root, third, fifth, seventh. How about that? All right. Lower structure chord tones. The way that I approach this, and what has helped me a lot in navigating chord changes, is taking just one or two chord tones at a time and seeing if I can play through the whole song using just those notes. So if we say, let's take just the third of each chord. So our chord progression is F minor 7. The third would be the A flat. And then B flat minor 7. The third would be the D flat. And then we have E flat 7. The third would be the G. And then we have A flat major 7. And the third is C. So if I'm just playing the thirds, let's see what it sounds like against the chord changes. So I'll play the chord changes on iReal. It's a good app if you don't have it. It's a great practice tool for practicing jazz tunes. Here we go. So playing just the thirds, if this will work. Okay, so that was just the first 8 bars. F minor 7, B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A flat major 7, D flat major 7, D half diminished, G7, C major 7. Okay, so I was playing the thirds of each of those notes. A flat, D flat, G, C, F, F, B, E. Those are the thirds of each chord. Right? You're hearing it. Okay. Good. So now we've done the thirds. And you can do that through the whole song. And do a couple of choruses and try playing it in different ways. And you may have noticed I'm not just playing whole notes. I'm trying to play something rhythmically sort of interesting. You know what I mean? Next step. Let's do just the thirds and sevenths. All right, so I'm going to play thirds and sevenths. Those are also called the essential tones. These are the notes that give each chord its name. It's quality, like major or minor or dominant. The third and the seventh are what really determine that. The fifth only really matters when it's altered, like a minor 7 flat 5 or a dominant 7 sharp 5, something like that, when it really makes a difference. Otherwise, it doesn't tell us anything. It could be just a power chord. It could be major or minor, right? If we just have the root and fifth. Okay, let's get to it, yeah? So here we go. This time we're doing thirds and sevenths of each chord. Here we go. Okay, sorry, I started getting off topic there. Thirds and sevenths, that's all we want. It's starting to sound like something, right? Remember, rhythm is the most important thing. You can be playing all wrong notes, and it can still be listenable. If your rhythm is jacked up, it's just like, nobody wants to hear that. So make sure you're playing rhythmically, okay? Let's do that again. Playing just thirds and sevenths. I'm testing myself right now. I haven't done this in a long time. So thirds and sevenths through the whole song. Only thirds and sevenths. Here we go. I played the fifth because it was altered. Sixth. Altered fifth. Okay, there we go. Kind of did it. I played some fifths in there when they were altered, so tried to stick to it. It's starting to sound like something, right? We're getting there. Next step is to add some more chord tones. This is where I just kind of go for it. I do root third, fifth, seventh. I can play any of those. So no ninths, no 13ths, just root third, fifth, seventh. And try to play through all the chord changes using only those notes. Now, I'm not thinking of arpeggio shapes like... I'm not thinking like that. I'm thinking of grabbing what I can and trying to make it sound musical. Making it sound musical is the most important thing. So trying to play something that makes sense and that doesn't sound boring, right? It might sound a little boring, I don't know, but I try to play stuff that I like. So here we go. Let's try this now. So only roots, thirds, fifths, and sevenths. Might have played something else there. Okay, So, you know, not my best playing ever, but I was playing pretty much only chord tones. I may have thrown a ninth in there, here or there, just out of habit. But I tried to stick to just root third, fifth, seventh. All right. So to get familiar with where these notes are, you want to make sure you know a couple different ways to play the different chord changes. So F minor 7, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, 2-5 to C. Make sure you know a couple different ways to play those chords, and then you can use your chord shapes to guide you, right? So if I'm thinking of this F minor 7 like that, I might see my third here, my seventh here, my fifth here. I might see another third here, root, fifth, seventh, another third here. Right? So I'm not necessarily thinking, right? I'm thinking of how they connect to the next chord. Right? Here's my third and seventh. That's the third of the B flat minor note. This is the common tone. This is the A flat, which is the third of F minor, and the seventh of B flat minor. So you start to become aware of common tones as well as you do this. I could go through and tell you all the chord tones for every chord, but you're gonna get a lot more out of it if you figure them out yourself. Figure out what notes go into them. When you have a minor 7 chord, you've got a root, a minor third, a fifth, and a minor seventh. When it's a dominant 7 chord, you have a root, a major third, a fifth, and a minor seventh. When it's a major 7, you have a root, a major third, a fifth, perfect fifth, and a major 7. And when it's a minor 7 flat 5, you have a root, a minor third, a diminished fifth, and a minor 7. The other one you need is a diminished 7, where you have a root, a minor third, a diminished fifth, and a diminished 7, which is the same interval as a major 6. Diminished 7, major 6, same thing. Okay? So I hope that helps, and let me know in the comments if you have any other questions. If that didn't clear it up for you, I'm happy to elaborate, and have fun with this. Get something to play along to if you don't have a friendly bass player to play the chord changes for you all day. Then use a play along track, or I'm using the iReal Pro app on my computer. They also have it for the phone. It's pretty good. So yeah, have fun with it. Just to recap, we did just the thirds. We did just the seventh and third, and then we went to all 4 root third, fifth, seventh, and not worrying about playing all of them in each measure, just grabbing 1 or 2 in each measure and making sure we're outlining the chord changes a little bit. All right, so I will see you next time, and have fun. All right.